Today saw our Finance Minister, Mr. Enoch Godongwana, present his first budget speech to the nation. I don't envy the Finance Minister, as he was presenting this in what is a very challenging economic environment. That's because of high levels of unemployment, the recent civil unrest of 2021, the ongoing impact of the coronavirus, as well as the recent re-emergence of load shedding. So on the domestic outlook, Treasury is only forecasting a real GDP growth of 2.1% for 2022, quite a depressed value compared to an expected growth in the world economy of 4.4%. Now, tax collections are key to funding the national budget, so it is welcoming to hear the Finance Minister acknowledging that households and businesses are under financial pressure. To quote the Finance Minister, he stated, "Now is not the time to increase taxes and put recovery at risk." Quite a welcome statement. So I would like to touch on some of the topical tax matters that were eagerly anticipated in the build-up to the speech. Firstly, personal income tax brackets. These have been adjusted by an inflation-based 4.5% increase, with there being no change in the maximum marginal rate of tax. For those employers that qualify to claim the employment tax incentive, there will be a 50% increase in the maximum monthly value of that incentive claim. Fuel prices, we're all well aware that the fuel price has exceeded the 20 Rand per litre mark. That has a direct impact on the cost of transport, food, and all other goods. So to provide relief, it has been indicated that there will be no increase in the general fuel levy or the road accident fund levy. Now that is welcome news to all of us. The corporate income tax rate is set to be reduced by 1%. Now that is only going to be effective for the years of assessment ending on or after 31 March 2023. There is, however, a proviso that it will be countered with measures to broaden the tax base so as to limit the impact on revenue collections. Some welcome news is that there will be no changes to the rates of VAT, to transfer duty, or any of the withholdings tax rates. Last year, we saw a budget proposal to raise a tax on retirement funds of individuals on immigration, and that has subsequently been withdrawn. There is now an indication that negotiations will be commenced for revisions to these tax treaties, so as to ensure that South Africa can retain a taxing right on these retirement funds when an individual exits the country. Something that will be very interesting to see is the publication of a discussion document in 2022 on a personal income tax regime for remote work. I think this will be interesting to see how they acknowledge and plan to attack the new working environment that we've all become familiar with. The last topical point to bring up was this ongoing financial support for our state-owned enterprises. The Finance Minister has made it clear that we need to shift from this trend of continually bailing them out, and the SOCs will need to develop and implement sustainable turnaround plans. I think that is a lot easier said than achieved. Now, please do appreciate that these basic points I've highlighted from today's budget are just a very limited extract of the speech. Please do watch our website for any further details on the budget speech proposals, and to always remember the importance of consulting with either SARS or your tax practitioner on any concerns you may have.